I'm being honest, man, actually making this video kind of disappoints me because I've made a few videos about this creator over the last like few months, right? And every single time that I do, like I say, it's just that it extremely disappoints me because I actually don't mind this person as a streamer, as a content creator. Like, I've watched some of their content in the past, and obviously we're talking about Extra Emily, if you haven't noticed from the thumbnail and the title of this video, right? Is that her as a content creator, a lot of the times, she comes off as goofy, and it's not everyone's cup of tea. I don't watch her like every single day, but I've consumed her content like here and there. And also, you know, I used to be a massive fan of OTK in general, right? And I've watched a lot of like some of their content in the past too, and I've found her really amusing. So it really does disappoint me, the fact that there's been multiple times this year where she's just done really stupid shit. And this is just another example of it, right? Where there was a clip on stream the other day of her on the phone with her father, and her dad mentioned a previous controversy, which I made a video about, and if you don't know about it, to give a little bit of backstory to it, is that her mum on a stream one day kind of exposed her for the fact that, because if you don't know, Extra Emily, before she was a streamer, she actually studied to be an engineer. So like book smart wise, she's really smart. Like, she is actually really intelligent. Obviously not like street smarts as people would call it, right? And her mum exposed her for the fact that even though she's now this like, you know, extremely wealthy streamer, she has not paid her parents back for her tuition. Like, her parents paid for her to go to college and she hasn't paid them back. And obviously a lot of people weren't happy about it. Me, myself, I was like, you know what? Each to their own, but I see it as still a bit scummy. Like, you know, your parents paid all this money for you to go to college, and then, you know, you finish that degree or you do most of it, but they were like hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt for this engineering degree that you don't even use anymore because you're a full-time streamer, which you do make good money off it. So the best thing that you could do would pay your parents back. I mean, I would do that 100%. If I was really rich, if I was well off and I was a big streamer and I had debt with my parents from, say, whatever the hell it may be, 100% I'm paying them back, right? But obviously this is a sensitive topic for her. And there was a clip, like I said, she was on the phone with her dad on stream, and he actually mentioned this and talked about how apparently she hasn't paid them back yet. And I'll show the clip now and then we'll get into why this has such significance.
Could you let me know? Did you pay the tuition, your college tuition, back to us yet?
Yes!
This year?
Yes!
I never heard mom say
Dad,
that.
don't bring that up! I'm gonna get cancelled!
Yeah, cancel what?
Cancelled on the internet! I'm hanging up. Bye.
Okay. So your chat heard this, okay? They can check it. You know.
Bye, Dad.
It. Okay, so why you avoid this topic?
Cause I got so much hate for it. You don't even know.
Oh, for this one?
Yes. Yes.
Ooh, that doesn't sound good. We want you to pay us back happily.
Yes.
Not get any burden or something.
I'm hanging up.
So that was the clip, right? And obviously this made its ways all around the internet, right? It made its ways on Reddit and obviously on Twitter, specifically one creator in general, which I actually follow as well, because this guy, right, his name is Yeet, or @Orc2000. He calls himself the TMZ for streamers, which he is. Like, you go on this channel and all he does is that he just posts a lot of stuff about a lot of different streamers, right? And he obviously posted this clip. And I mean, rightfully so. I mean, it's about like a massive topic that happened a few months ago, and it's obviously clip worthy. So of course you're going to repost it and talk about it. Well, Extra Emily actually came out and DMCA'd this post where they had to take it down. And there's even proof that this person, they actually posted proof that it was in fact Extra Emily themselves that DMCA'd this clip. Now, I'm not exactly sure if like this itself is the exact proof that it was Extra Emily, but like the fact that she has not come out and said anything against this just puts out red flags, especially because this happened like almost 20 hours ago, at least from the moment of me recording this video. So this happened so long ago. Like, she could have easily responded to this and been like, hey, all this DMCA claim is not me, because that has happened in the past where like a post or a video or whatever it may be has been DMCA claimed and been taken down because of that DMCA, and then that creator themselves has come out like pretty much immediately as soon as it starts going away around the internet saying that, hey, this wasn't me, someone falsely put out this claim, which it can happen. People can put out a false claim for DMCA, but this clearly isn't this, right? Extra Emily came out and put out this DMCA claim. And listen, I can understand it from Extra Emily's point of view, right? Is that like when this whole entire thing went down, it's a very sensitive topic. It's got to do with money. It's got to do with family. And obviously she probably doesn't want this spreading its ways around on the internet again that, oh my God, she, a matter of fact, hasn't paid her dad back. But you know what? The fact that she went out of her way to DMCA this clip, if anything, it's just made this whole entire situation worse. I feel like whenever there's something bad about you that's going its ways on the internet, when you legitimately go out of your way to try and take those things down, even if it looks bad, when you go out of your way to do so, it doesn't make you look better. When you actively go and try to hide things that are like, you know, talking bad against you, you don't do yourself any justice, especially when you go as far as like putting out a DMCA claim. If it was taken out of context on your stream, then all you have to do is just like put out a tweet, put out a retweet this video and say, this clip was taken out of context. Here's a bit more of the context, or my dad was joking, you know, I, matter of fact, did pay my parents back the money, or whatever it may be. But you like being silent about it on the internet, being silent about it in general, not speaking about it, and just like trying to take things down behind the scenes just makes you look 10 times worse. And I've even seen other people on the internet, and me myself, who have just like been fans of Extra Emily, whether in the past or now, and gone ahead and been like, damn, I've lost respect for her for this. And I mean, how could you not? Yes, this clip might have been taken out of context or whatever it may be, but it's just like you going ahead and trying to actively take this down, it's gonna make you look bad. And I even saw a clip by Tectone. He is a former OTK creator. He's not in OTK anymore, which is the exact same org that Extra Emily is in. And even he mentioned as well that this is not a good thing to do and she should not have done this.
Do a copyright claim, but I mean, obviously it probably was Extra Emily. I know that topic is very sensitive for her, but yeah, you shouldn't be doing that, right? Like it's a very, like once again, it's different if you like copyright claim somebody using your video and you don't want them to use your video, right? Or like, you know, somebody who's made like 2 years of content, like one of your schizos, like copyrighting one of them, but like, I don't think that should have been copyrighted by any means. You know what I mean? I feel like that's an abuse of the system. I don't think that's that good. I don't think that's good to do. Any content who is dealing with copyright abuse here on YouTube should feel free to reach out to me. Maybe I can help. I hate watching assholes take advantage of the broken copyright tools to silence people. Yeah, I think that's kind of fucked up for sure. Check the replies. He has proof it was her. Wait, really? Confirm she sent the request. This is why you should never respect streamers. These clips are taken out of context of my live stream. Yeah, that's a shame. Yeah. We really just shouldn't be doing that. Yeah, I think in the future, hopefully Ock will just like watermark his content creating clips, and that way people can't get away with that shit. But yeah, I think that's pretty shitty, for sure. I think that's pretty shitty.
And I agree with Tectone on this. It's just an abuse of your power. And yeah, I honestly think that her going as far as DMCAing this, all it's done is brought more attention. Right? And apparently now there might be a counterclaim towards this. I saw this tweet here by this person called Dan Can't Stream or Dan Can't Tweet. Apparently there's some like, you know, political commentator. I looked on their Twitter before. I think I might have like heard about this guy once or twice. But he mentioned about that if Yeet goes ahead and puts out a counterclaim that they will 100% pay for all legal costs. And he also said that clipping for criticism is fair use, lifting an entire stream is not, which is 100% right. Like, this isn't against fair use. Like, putting out clips on the internet, there's so many people that put out clips, and using something as a clip, putting it out, especially when that's like, you know, that's fair use. That's what it is. Clipping for criticism is fair use. That's what Yeet did. He put out this clip, put out some criticism and been like, hey, this is the clip, you know, and they're basically reporting on different streamers. They do it all the fucking time. If they had gone ahead, taken their entire stream and then posted it up for monetization reasons, then yes, take it down, DMCA it. But DMCAing a clip that is put out for criticism against you, that's not an abuse of fair use. That's an abuse of DMCA claims. I feel like no matter which way you look at it, it's just not a good look for Extra Emily whatsoever. And it kind of, like I said at the start of the video, is that it disappoints me. It really does, because I feel like she does make pretty good content. I know she's not like everyone's cup of tea, but you know, she makes like content that's not, it's very unique, right? And that's what makes great content, is something that's different. But it just disappoints me that she's gone ahead once again and done something stupid that's has put her in the news, I guess you could say, for another dumb action that she's done. But that's going to be it from me. I'd like to hear what you guys think about all this down below. Make sure you like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. Peace out.